the Vikings quarterback that's in our system, learning our system, trying to grow him in our system the right way. And then again, letting his God-given ability and skill set take over when he plays. Here we go. Through all of the clips and snippets and quotes and scorecards from the first week of camp, the one thing that resonates the most for us came from an unnamed Cardinals coach who gave this candid and telling comment to Alec Lewis of The Athletic. I think you're about to see what the best version of Kyler Murray. No, run it back. I think you're about to see the best version of Kyler Murray. And I'm fucking pissed that I'm not going. He came with it, huh? He came heavy with it off the rip. And I'm fucking pissed that I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm going to be jealous when he's in a good environment, his headspace is good, and he shows people who the fuck he is. Hey, if so, applause to him, respect to him. And shout out to this dude here for speaking up for him, etc. But it just goes to show you who majority of the people want to see win. So yes, it's a competition, but it would be a surprise if Murray doesn't win it. Especially since he brings to Minnesota's offense something it hasn't had since the days of Dante Culpepper, a quarterback who is a real threat to tuck the ball and run to daylight. And it's funny, once again, one day Murray has a great day or good day. The media just paints it as he will be the starter. He should be the starter now. There's no questions anymore. Just crazy how that went right there, man. Real crazy. Wow. Crazy work right there. So you ask yourself, should McCarthy fill away? Is there anything on the inside going on? What's going on behind the scenes? Like I said last night, they can paint a certain picture and make something look fair, like it's a fair battle, a real competition, and it not be. Or it could be some other factors going on behind the scenes and affecting the overall scheme of it. But if KOC is this slick, this full of shit, that is a major problem for me. I'm talking about as a character, integrity, morals, principles, etc., man. No cap. Wow. Here we go. But I do want to get into this Baker Mayfield situation. I passed the question, do you think McCarthy could pull a Baker Mayfield? Not as far as the whole scheme per se, but McCarthy has reason to be angry, allegedly. Right? Depending on how Monday goes, we're going to see if he has even more reason to be angry or frustrated or have a chip on his shoulder. So let's just not act like McCarthy would be tripping if he demanded a trade. Wanted to try something new, he wouldn't be tripping at all. You know what I mean? But here we go. Let's get to this Baker Mayfield. Hold on one second. Hold up. One second. Let me get to it. But Baker Mayfield is pissed. Ain't no alleged to it. That's pretty much facts. Damn near. You understand me? Pretty pissed. Understand? Wow. So let's run it here right quick. I'm going to dive into some more videos as well. Let's run this.
Brought to you by Apple Card. Apple Card lets you earn daily cash.
If you've waited this long to take care of your franchise quarterback, if you've waited this long to take care of your franchise quarterback, if you've waited this long to take care of your franchise.
Hold up. 1 second. Get it right. And once again, not the same situation, but very similar things going on. Two totally different quarterbacks in two totally different situations, contracts, etc. But similar surrounding optics going on around there, man, for sure.
Franchise quarterback, that's too bad because it's only going to get worse from here. Yeah, I'm going to have a really good year. You know, to feel disrespected a little bit. And that's really the disappointing part, to feel undervalued after, thinking you've earned it.
See, difference is from him, Some may say Baker Mayfield has really earned a contract, a better contract, or to be the quarterback of the future, etc. The difference is with McCarthy hasn't even got a fair shake at it. And I'm talking the overall scheme of it. I'm talking development, attention, hours put in, practice hours put in, etc. Of course, we're at different levels with it. Baker Mayfield solidified, proved himself, earned his paycheck, earned a deal. McCarthy working up towards that. But similar situations, once again, how would you feel if you're a quarterback 3 years in and still haven't got the right amount of development from your coach? Rumor, speculations, everybody's saying your head coach don't want you anyway, don't really rock with you at all anyway. So how would you feel if you were JJ McCarthy right now or the whole time? Especially if certain things on the inside are going on that the fans don't know nothing about, not even the media. You understand me? So McCarthy has every right once again to feel away. The question is, what route will he take? Now, this is all if, allegedly, if he goes out there and beats out Murray fairly, and KOC says, hey, I'm still going with Murray, then man, you look at something different. Or if Monday comes and he only gets reps with the twos again, majority of the practice, what do you say? Do people keep saying it's fair ball? Like I said, opening day of camp, technically, the fans can come in and watch. Sold out show. Why not make it 50-50 balanced? Who were you trying to push that day? Who were you trying to get the fans and the media to love and endear that day, etc.? So what are going on behind the scenes? But at this point with KOC, because of how full of shit he has been in prior in the past, you got to question everything, every statement, every question, every decision right now. Here we go. Let's get back to it.
This is not a poor me thing. There's a lot other people that have it way worse off, and I think I'm a franchise quarterback. I've been told I'm a franchise quarterback. It's been said publicly from ownership down here.
So if he's a franchise quarterback, why not pay him? See, once again, run it right back, bring it right back around McCarthy situation. How many times did Kevin O'Connell say out his mouth, this is the future of our team, the future of our team. McCarthy is the guy. Now, was he just going along with Kwesi? Because some people say KOC didn't even want him. That was Kwesi's guy. But if that's the case, forget that. If you don't want the man, make it clear. Period. Stand up, man up, like Mike Zimmer did. Say you don't rock with him and why. Understand me? Heavy. Don't sit up there and fake the funk. If you're going to fake it, don't make promises and say he's the future and we're going to put in work with him and do this for him and do that for him. Talk about it's all about him, but never put 100% energy into him. And then you bring in Murray on top of that. And you wonder why people say the whole time this was KOC's plan off the rail. So it's a lot of questions once again, man. But McCarthy definitely has a right to feel away. I know I keep putting an emphasis on Monday. Monday is the day, will be the day though. Once the pass come on, it's a different story. Once the pass come on, it should be really balanced as far as what reps will look like. Now, if it's a rotation every day amongst the ones and twos, say that. But I feel like KOC should be forced to say what type of battle is it? What type of rep scheme is it? Is it one day, one man goes with the ones, next day twos, and it's like that, just rolling and rolling? Or is it something different? You know it. I know it. How can he be trusted at this point? And even I said, I believe him. I think it's a fair play. It's fair battle. It's fair ball. It's a real war. May the best man win, all that. But after 2 days, no, 3 days, it's a lot of questions once again. How the media took 1 day of good work from Murray and ran with it, really ran with it. Push it in your face. Oh, Murray looked great. He looked outstanding. He is the man for the job now. It's his. Oh, he's finally catching up. He's finally understanding the playbook and learning fast and this and that. And if he is, respect, shout out to him, because people got it misconstrued as well. But if he is learning fast, if he is adapting, good, kudos to him. It's a competition for a reason. May the best man win for a reason. Straight up. Yeah, we know it's Team 9 round yonder, but may the best dude be out there when it's all said and done and when the smoke clear. But let's just make sure it's fair ball, fair play. Right? Come on now. Because if not, what does it matter? If not, all this shit been a lie. On top of that, if not, like I told you before, this whole channel may change off the rip. SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Same as McCarthy, yet no one asked that question. Crazy work, bro. Sad how a coach can't develop a rookie, but can develop a washed-up veteran. Granted, he played on a dysfunctional team, but they still had weapons. Man, bro, it's never the coach, Lamont. It's never the coach, though. You hear me? McCarthy has been a scapegoat from day one. That's the main thing right there. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to give McCarthy big props about showing out for 2 days in a row. Look how they kept it quiet that he showed improvements as far as layering the ball goes and all that other stuff. But they didn't start talking about that to what? A few days after minicamp was over. They kept it on hush mode for a minute. So I ask you once again, what is the narrative that has been painted even before Kyler Murray came in the building? Even before he was acquired, what was the narrative being pushed? You saw it even during season. Hell, all McCarthy's fault. All McCarthy's fault. People seen McCarthy get beat up, banged up versus Green Bay to the point he was concussed for 5 minutes before even leaving the damn game. And not one person said, oh, it's the O-line's fault. Oh, KOC called plays horrible again. Oh, what did they do? It's all McCarthy. It's all McCarthy. Atlanta versus the Falcons. Beat up, sacked, 6 times, pressured all game. Come on, man. Played a whole quarter with a high ankle sprain, but they don't respect that at all. They talking about he this, he that. Some people call him soft. What? What? Huh? The same man who put on the line the last game of the season when he didn't even really have to play, but he played to get Jettas that thou ball. You know it. I know it. Put his hand on the line, career on the line as well, just to make sure, just to see his brother get 1,000. People want to question him for that. Oh yeah, he's soft. He's this. He's that. What? Come on, man. Stop it. But just like Baker Mayfield feel disrespected, McCarthy could and should really feel disrespected. Whether you want to believe it, accept it, or not. Everybody and their mama know what's going on around there. Question is, will KOC make it right? Monday, we're going to see get even more detail into it. Because when the pads come on, it's a different animal. Let's get back to it 1 second.
And so to not have a deal done is very disappointing. It's disappointing to say the least, but it's all ball here, and I know I'm going to have a good year. It's disappointing when you think you're a cornerstone of the franchise to be treated like that. If you've waited.
No, that's what made for that's a short clip of it. I want to get more an extensive take on it per se. So I want to see what Mike Florio got to say about it right quick. You understand me? And let me know, do you think Baker Mayfield has a point? Do you think McCarthy would have a point if he took a similar direction? Understand? And help Naylor get paid too. Yep. Shout out Bat in the building. What up, my brother? Here we go. To put JJ looking bad with number 2s versus Flores number 1 in proper perspective. Remember Flores number 1's humiliated Detroit with Goff, St. Brown Gibbs with Brosmer starting for the Vikings. You're going against, some may argue, the best defense in the game. Come on, bro. And you got him with the tools, all practice damn near. You throw a slight rotation in at the end, and we want to call it fair ball, fair play. Why not give everybody the same amount of reps down the middle, period? Especially, like I say, opening day. Sold out arena, sold out stadium at TCO. Why not make it fair so the fans can get a real glimpse of what's going on, a real look at the competition, a real keen eye test on it, and move from there? You come out right away off the rip. Oh, McCarthy second team, Murray first team, Strictly. Come on, man. Here we go. It's a lot easier when you have all number ones. Big facts, no cap. Shout out my brother Bat in the building once again. Yes, sir. So let's get into this Florio situation. Just see what it's about here. But if McCarthy were to ask for a trade, I ask you again, would he be wrong? Could people be mad at him? Understand me? 1 second here, 1 second here.
Back. And with Walmart's must-haves, you can check off everything on their list.
Even a Huntrix backpack?
Show my ass something. You're
When they get this sharp, they can cut the lunch
know.
line.
All this?
All at Walmart prices? Who knew?
Knowledge is power.
So knowledge is power, I guess. Applied knowledge is power. You hear me? Have you?
Yeah, and Mike, it's a tough thing to do at the beginning of a season. Because, how does this end? If Baker Mayfield is going to take this.
That boy Lamont, wow. That boy Lamont, wow. What he said, they didn't sell out nothing. I wasn't there, LOL. You wild, boy. You wild, boy. Here we go, SKOL VIKES. Hey, Lamont, you popping up to one? No? Let me know, man. You popping up to one, main? If so, I need the inside scoop, the 411 for real. No doubt. Let's get back to it. Here we go. He said, I wasn't there, so it ain't sold out now, huh?
Position.
Here we
Hey,
go.
this is my deadline. I'm not going to talk about this. My agent is not going to talk. And yeah, and Mike, it's a tough thing to do at the beginning of a season. Because, how does this end? If Baker Mayfield is going to take this position, hey, this is my deadline. I'm not going to talk about this. My agent is not going to talk. And essentially said, my agent is not going to talk again unless they meet our number. Now, you don't want to hear anything unless the number goes a lot higher. So are you focused on, are you really bringing?
And then you even see the difference right here. I mean, like I say, two totally different situations. But even a difference right here as far as Baker Mayfield creating certain friction amongst the team, creating certain energies amongst the team, etc. All for a check, but it's part of the business, part of the game. Try to get the most money you can. And obviously he's mad and feels a way about it. But you see how JJ McCarthy goes about it differently. Like I say, Baker Mayfield fighting for a real bag, so it's more understandable. But McCarthy could be complaining. He could be walking around pouting, feeling down, bringing negativity, etc. When he sit back and think about it, all aspects of it, he has a damn well right to be mad. But his energy is different. He's still being positive, still playing, still competing, even if he knows behind the scenes he has no chance to be your QB1, even if he knows already. And he's still showing up, not complaining, not crying, not pouting. What is that telling you right there? Just as far as the mentality, character goes. I mean, shit, hell, Baker Mayfield doing this right before the season. He don't care about nobody else but himself right now. He want money, money, money. Guapino, federale, linguine, fettuccine, all that. He could care less about how he's affecting his team right now, affecting the chemistry of the team right now. So you just see the difference in certain things. See how certain guys, men move. McCarthy has been moving solid, been loyal to the Vikings since day one. No questions. You never have to ask that about him. How is he going to act? Is he going to be loyal? Is he going to say this or say that? No. But the way he has been disrespected is very similar to Baker Mayfield. Two different scenarios once again, but really, really close, like as far as similarities when it comes to how they both been handled throughout their career. Or in these moments right now of their career. Here we go. He said, I'm trying to and bring the nephew and grandson. That'd be dope shit right there. That's dope right there, Lamont. No doubt, bro. SKOL Vikes for sure. For sure. Let's get it. Some Vikings fans are very suspect character. Real talk. No doubt. You know it. I know it. Run it back again. Some Vikings fans are a very suspect character. I remember back when Robert Smith suffered his second season-ending injury, there were actually fans booing him as the trainers took him off the field. Now, how disrespectful is that? And that just lingers on through generations, etc. But we've seen total amounts of disrespect. The McCarthy respect is crazy, but to boo a man for being hurt, succumbing to a serious injury on top of that, and you got fans who boo a man when he's down at his lowest moment per se. But you see the Vikings problems right there in a nutshell as you understand why they haven't won a Super Bowl, period. And if it continues to go like this, guess what? They will never win a Super Bowl. But once again, we gotta wait, be patient until Monday. Monday will really tell it all. A very important day for both players once again. If McCarthy wins it, he's up, what, 3-1? Murray, he wins it, it's tied up 2-2. But McCarthy cannot afford to come in there lacking again. Because if you look bad again, real bad, hey, he's putting himself way behind at the moment. Period. We go, man. Some fans spend the money and watch it for entertainment, and there is one that support them for a ring. Big facts, no cap. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get back to it. There's some fans who are cool with them remaining mediocre. There's some fans out there who could care less if they ever win a Super Bowl, as long as they got certain players at certain positions, certain quarterbacks, certain coaches in the building, certain players they like. They could care less if they lose 10 games in a row. They'll be satiated with that. Just because the player they want is in a building, right? Or just because the coach they want is running things on the field. Let's get back to it.
Everybody together to
go.
win the NFC South. Is that what the focus is? Or are you still angry about the contract? And it's just tough now. You do it at the end of the year. Well, then the Buccaneers can think about, okay, who's our next quarterback? Are we going to go into the draft? Are we looking at free agency? But really, their backup option is not greater than Baker Mayfield. So they're kind of in a tough position too. They don't want to pay him that top 10 number, which I understand, but.
And then you have Baker Mayfield. He's playing the game kind of dirty as well, right? He pretty much understands they have no other choice right now. What you gonna do? Bring a old veteran in there? What you gonna do? Bring in a Phillip Rivers per se? Hell to the no. So Baker Mayfield is trying to a certain extent take advantage of the situation as well, don't you know? He's sitting back like, hey, this is my opportunity, my time to be able to get the money I want. Now, would I give Baker Mayfield top 10 money? Hell no. For what? And you hear me? But if Baker Mayfield was really about the team, he could have waited to the end of the season to do this here. Yeah. If it was about being successful this year, oh, he definitely could have waited, edged it out. Understand me? Period. But to him right now, it's about the money, about the business side of it. So here we go. But once again, just shows you what type of character McCarthy has. The man ain't pouted one time. And requested a trade, went to the media. None of that. None of that, man. And if it's really certain things going on behind the scenes and he ain't speaking on it, respect him for that. 3 years, he ain't got the right work. 3 years. And 10 games, they count him out. Oh, 10 games, he's done, huh? All right, bet. Cool. Wow. What he said? I don't think KO could deal with Baker. Nah, too much spirit. Same situation with McCarthy per se. Matter of fact, KOC probably still holding a grudge because McCarthy gritty, hit him with that gritty, right? Probably made KOC feel real shitty, but he tripping off that instead of focusing on his arm and his talent. He trying to paint the picture, paint the scene to make it look like something it ain't. How cold, low down, dirty is that? If that's what's going on, allegedly. But how cold, low down, dirty shame is that? The ultimate disrespect. It mean KOC word what? Mean nothing. Man, go from saying, hey, he's our future, he's the man, to, hey, we want Murray up in here. I'm bringing in a quarterback up in here for competition purposes for McCarthy to make him grow and develop. But the whole time, he trying to replace him as soon as he can. It's not about per growth and per development. Hell no. It's about replacing McCarthy. Saving Murray's career, but ending McCarthy's career before it starts. Before he has a real opportunity to grow and change. How can you sit right with that? How can you feel well with that? But once again, the Vikings way, you see it all through the media, all through the fan base, etc. Shit, 9 times out of 10, the fake is respected, the real is neglected, period. You know it. I know it. It's the world we're in. It's not about fair competition or not. It's not about being mad if Murray wins. It's about foul play. It's about McCarthy deserving and earning a fair chance to compete. Period, man. No doubt. If they didn't believe in him since day one, if KOC didn't want him from jump, they should have let him go elsewhere. Trade him, get rid of him, do something. Put him with a coach, put him with somebody who really care about him, care about seeing him progress and success. Really prepared to put the real time and work in with him. Hell, put the time and effort in with him. You kept him for 3 years for what? To break his confidence, not build it, but break it? Huh? Trying to make him lose all hope and belief in himself. If you wasn't going to work with him, motherfucker, you hear me? Should have let him go off jump. Send him to Seattle, send him to the 49ers, send him with Jim Harbaugh once again, who really made a system for him. Put the right players in a system for him type shit. And you want to tell me about a KOC or a Wes Phillips or this or that guy? Come on, man. Stop it. You know? Wow. They the ones who support it for entertainment. I dig it, man. I dig it. I believe it. You know, they think they did a bad hire with Quasi. Just think of backlash KOC will get if he fumbles the season this year. Hell yeah. Man should have been going last year per se. Like I've been saying, he has a chance to redeem himself, but will he redeem himself? Ain't no more excuses for me for KOC, period, Holmes. I've been saying left and right all night. He got to win 2+ playoff games this year to keep his job. Yeah. You understand me? 2+ playoff games is what we need for him to retain his job. What the hell more do we need to see? Been in the building 5 years and ain't gave us one playoff win yet. Not even one competitive playoff game. I don't want to hear about that Giants game. That wasn't competitive. Why? Because it was close late. Come on now. 4th and 8. Come on now. He said, I still believe the team overall will get the job done, but health and fellowship is a must. Real talk, real talk. I know this may not be popular, but KO showed himself when he benched Dobbs. Not that Dobbs was great, but he basically saved us from early elimination when Kirk went down. They should have rode him out. KOC, another player he gives up on, another young player he gives up on. Matter of fact, bad. Understand me? Heavy. The man hasn't identified a quarterback yet, developed a real young rookie yet. All veterans. Nothing wrong with it, but say that's who you are. Don't call yourself a QB whisperer if you can identify and nor develop a young rookie QB. You're not it. You're not that at all. Powerhouse in the building. Powerhouse 80 in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. What'd he say? What you said, my brother? say Murray is the starter, case closed. Erroneous, wrong. If that were true, if that were honest, I would be like, bet, lock in Murray, go ball. But that's not the case, not yet. And so comment way down once again, powerhouse. You know, where was all this energy when McCarthy beat Murray out 2 days in a row? You were quiet as a mouse. Here we go. Let's word. But shout out Powerhouse in the building again, but I got to do this to you. Here we go. I've said it before. I'll say it again, EJ. Kyler will be number one QB. KFC doesn't know what they have. And as soon as we trade him, they will do it due to KFC rejection of this QB. It was never a competition. Wow. Shout out Daniel in the building where the sirens around this bitch. Matter of fact. We go. Why it's the KFC Super Mirage. We think it's a competition. They get what they want. So hey, that's what everyone is leaning towards too, Daniel. It's all a mirage, Try to make it look like it's a certain way the whole time. Things on the inside, not fair at all. But what a great mirage to put on display. Heavy. Once again, KOC strikes. Once again, KOC strikes. Allegedly. We'll see more, tell more on Monday. You know? But this is real bizarre right now. How quick does it go from McCarthy doing good day 2 to McCarthy? I mean, you would think you would give McCarthy most of the reps with the one since he's performing better. Understand me? Heavy. You would think Murray will have to fight back to get to the number one reps or at least having majority of them again. You know, if we're talking fair ball, fair play. Or you would at least make it balanced on opening day of the fans being in the building. A sold out performance center, you don't make it fair play, fair ball. You know, on GP, why not just dip it down the middle, divvy it down the middle, 50-50 per balance? In front of the fans, it's crazy. The atmosphere is beautiful. Why not? The reason why not, if you're trying to paint a picture or a narrative, you're trying to make Murray look better. So that's the narrative being painted, pushed through the whole camp. You know, give KOC a real reason to say, hey, let me go ahead and crown my QB1 because that's what everybody wants to see anyway. You ask yourself the question, has KOC ever had any real backbone? Any real backbone whatsoever since he's been in the building? He had no real backbone with Kirk Cousins. You talking about a multi-million-dollar man, you're starting QB, and you let him be off Tuesdays per request. Are you kidding me? Once again, the same man who let Kirk Cousins be off on Tuesdays per request. Huh? Kevin, you know it. I know it. So let's stop playing here. We know exactly what's going down here. No one wants to see KOC look bad. So they put all the blame on McCarthy. Even when he looks good, they don't say he looks good. But when he looks bad, they put an emphasis on him looking bad like a mug. Murray has one good day, and hell, he the QB1 now. He's the man now. He's the man for the job now. How ironic is that? How bizarre is that? All I'm saying is pay attention. I want the best man to win just like you. If that's Murray, that's Murray. But it's looking like real sneaky, questionable play. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody saying baby McCarthy or feel bad for McCarthy, but right is right, wrong is wrong. And the whole time he been in a damn building, he ain't got no real fair development, no real act right from KOC. He's been left behind in the dust, per se. All the work he put in this year, that was him reaching out to John Beck, making a trip to Cali to work with John Beck. When KOC put no effort in, no time in. None of that at all. So when has he ever really had a backbone, period? Talk to me about this. Talk to me about that. I don't give a damn if the Vikings were to go out and win a Super Bowl, per se. How did he treat McCarthy? Or was he ever held accountable for how he treated McCarthy? Huh? Period. Why don't nobody ever hold his ass accountable for nothing? But no one never wants to talk about that. They got a whole KOC up in a certain light, a certain image. Boom. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Murray is a proven commodity who has had some amazing seasons on a terrible team. McCarthy had a terrible season on a good team. Here we go again with McCarthy. And how is Murray a proven commodity? What has he proven? Powerhouse, I must tell you to expound. That ain't water. He's a proven commodity. How, Powerhouse 80? Once again, the man has had one playoff experience and done nothing with it. Matter of fact, he got benched during that playoff game. So what has he proven for real? Had a couple good years, 2, 3, 4 good years. Bad. Huh? And then we go, McCarthy had a terrible season on a good team. What do you mean? How good was the team? How good was your coach? The overall offense was bad. The O-line was piss poor, injured, banged up. So what do you really mean, Powerhouse? Here we go. Stop kissing Murray bum ass. He trash too. Daniel in the building. Here we go, man. Let's rock. The first overall pick who was rookie of the year. Okay, and what's your point? What you mean, bro? What you mean? We talking about year 8 now. Jefferson would have got his block knocked off on one of those long passes in a real game. Ball was underthrown, and JJ made a great adjustment.